Backbench Coalition MPs are rallying their colleagues to bring the issue of energy policy to a head. Political Correspondent Cam Reddin joins us now with this exclusive detail. Cam, is there a sense that this issue is bleeding too much politically for the coalition?
Short answer, yes, Kieran, and there's a real appetite to get to a formal policy position on this. Sky News can reveal that at 9 o'clock next Friday, a meeting has been set for 3 hours. It's been described as a roundtable by a backbench committee tasked with coming up with policy positions, where colleagues from both parties, the Nationals and the Liberals, are now being rallied and asked to come and mount their case for what that energy policy should be to the Shadow Minister, Dan Tehan. It will take place at the end of the sitting week here in Canberra, and MPs are being asked to stick around for one more day so they can have their views heard. Sky News has obtained this email, which was sent out to every member of the Liberal and National Party at the end of last week, inviting them to this meeting as put together by the Coalition Policy Committee for the Australian Economy, one of those backbench committees set up to design policy. It goes on to say that that meeting for 3 hours has been set for Friday, the 31st of October, and the purpose of it is for Dan Tehan to be listening to your views on energy and climate policy. The MPs are told that each party room member will have the opportunity at this meeting to speak and to share their views on climate and energy policy. They are encouraged to attend for the full 3 hours. So all members of both parties have been invited to attend. My understanding is that the opposition leader, Susan Lee, was invited too, but she will not be attending. Instead, Dan Tehan will report back on the feedback and ideas to the leader's office. This is the latest attempt to try and build momentum within the party, the coalition more broadly, to bring the issue of energy policy to a head and to settle on a position on net zero. The opposition leader, Susan Lee, speaking to Sky News this morning, says she's respectful of those members of the National Party who've spoken out, saying that they need to abandon net zero, but she wants to take her time and come up with a policy position once this process has played out. One member of the Nationals, Matt Canavan, telling Sky News that he believes the time for waiting and process is over. He wants a joint party room called for next week where everybody can have their say before Friday and then come to a decision before the year is out.
These are matters for the National Party, Pete, and I stick to my lane when it comes to the Liberal Party. Every single member of actually both party rooms is enfranchised to participate in the development of our policy.
Come to Canberra next week and let's have a debate. Let's have a debate in the joint party room where everybody can have their say. Everybody can get up and drop the anonymity, and say to the room what they think and believe. We haven't done that.
Providing more impetus to bring this to a head is Pauline Hanson, openly trying to recruit members of the National Party to One Nation. She's thrown at least 5 names in the ring for who she believes could potentially join her ranks, making this plea to those potential members of the National and Liberal parties who might be disgruntled with the way that this has been handled internally. She says her door would be open to them.
People want the A team, and that's what it'd be. It's not the dream team, it's the A team in the next election that I'm putting together to actually make these political parties accountable.
If they don't ditch net zero, you would have to ditch the Nationals. It would be that clear, wouldn't it?
Well,
there's no other way.
Yes.
There's nothing that's changed in the last couple of days that would ever, I wouldn't create this kerfuffle if I was just going to flippantly go in and come back, go out and then.
That intervention from Pauline Hanson, Kieran, seems to be what has spurred some members of the coalition to speak more openly about the need to get this issue resolved, to come to a head, to lock themselves in one room next week and then decide what their position will be before the year is out.
Yes, makes sense given just how much political fallout there's been around it and continues to be. Cameron, thank you.